Hello everyone, this is week 2. I hope you've been learning a lot about using the fine arts in the classroom and getting the background about TEKS and writing the objectives should be really good. I hope that's helped you because this week you're going to need those things in what you're to do. First of all, our devotional this week is about carrying baggage. There's a video there that's very important and interesting about what we do as people, is we just hang on to stuff and we just can't let it go sometimes. And I think that that's what's very, very important, that we learn to set things down, let them go, because that is so important to living our life correctly. My favorite scripture with this is Hebrews 1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked for us. So tell me some instances of how the enemy has caught hold of you, and your favorite scripture. I'll be interested in watching that this week. Our interactive assessment follows in the book and some of the writings of how art mirrors, it's a mirror of life, and how art, how it affects our lives. And I really want you to put a lot of thought of that, of what does that mean to you? Read what the author has to say, but I want you to really interpret that yourself and give meaning to that, of how you see that acting out in life itself. And also the other part of it is talking about culture. How do you build culture in your classroom where everyone feels welcome, everyone feels at ease, no one feels uncomfortable? How do you do that? Let's really talk and have some good discussion about that, because that is so important, because the culture of our society is changing so much these days, and it's so important that we all feel a part. Okay, so the next one is going to help you in your writing of your lesson plan. So the first thing I tell you to do, or I request you to do, is you need to come up with an objective. That's the first thing I would do before I set up my Pinterest. You've got to decide, what am I going to teach this week? We're going to teach a lesson in English language arts, that's writing and reading, for kindergartners or first graders. There's so many ideas there in the book that give you about things that you can incorporate into this area. And what I want you to do is look at the TEKS, just like we did last week. Pick one TEK, either for kindergarten or a first grade TEK. Rewrite it like we did, very simple, into an objective. And so that's what you think about. Okay, let's say you're going to teach them the letters. All right, so what you need to do is, once you've got your objective decided, then you go into Pinterest, and if you haven't set up an account, be sure and set that account up, because you'll use it for the rest of your life, probably. Okay, so then you go in and you find a art and a music idea to incorporate into your lesson plan, okay? Each week you're going to set up, like this week, you're going to set up a math and English language arts folder with 10 ideas in it, and you're going to set up an English language arts art folder with 10 ideas. Now, all of the ideas do not have to be having to do with your objective, but you need to come up with 2 ideas that you're going to use in your lesson plan. So I hope this is not confusing to you, but first of all, find your TEK that you're going to teach before you do anything. Then take that idea into your Pinterest account and set up your folders. If you have any trouble doing that or coming up with ideas of how to do that, let me know. But this is going to be the start of a big culmination of folders that you'll probably have over the course of your lifetime. Great ideas in here, okay? So once you've got your folders set up, then you go into your lesson plan and you take one of each, an art idea and a music idea dealing with English language arts. Your objective all has to follow the objective. Everything must follow the objective. There is a plan there for you to follow of what you're supposed to do. The first thing being to write out your objective. And then I want details. You don't have to write in complete sentences. You can bullet point. But I want details. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? Don't let it be a plan that just says, okay, here's my objective. I'm going to do this activity and this activity. It doesn't work like that. You've got to teach them something, incorporate those ideas, those art and music ideas that have to follow the objective. Anything you do in your plan must be written in your plan, okay? Details, details, details. If you have any questions over that, please let me know because that's what I'm here for. Okay, your last thing to do is so much fun. You have the education majors have to know these musical terms for their testing. And so I want you to take those musical terms that I have listed there and their definition and make all of that into a rap. Now, kids love this. And I've given you examples. I've showed you ways to do that. And I've showed you ways that you can rap anytime, anything that you're doing. And the kids will love it every time. Okay? So just fall into a rap. But your rap is to incorporate those terms and definitions and all set it to a rap. Many students have gotten a beat online and let that be their beat, because sometimes when you're trying to keep the beat and do your rap, it makes it very, very difficult. So one suggestion I would make is to find you a beat online and use that in the background while you're doing your beat. That'll make it a lot easier on you, okay? This is my favorite. I just love the videos. I love interacting with you. I love seeing you. I love all of that best part. So again, any questions, let me know. I'm always here for you and available. Thanks.